Hey Mark, how you doing? My name is George, and I have a local marketing agency here in Chicago. I was actually doing a search for installation contractors through Facebook. I came across your profile and saw your website. I decided to go on there, and I'm just shooting this video just to try and help out. Actually, I just want to point out a few things that I think if you do, they're going to really help you out. Because I was looking through your site, and it's a good layout. I mean, you've got a lot of information on there. One thing that I would tell you to do is definitely put more content on your website, right? Because you've got to think of Google as a search site. And so they want to match what people are looking for or people are searching for with the content on your site. So definitely beef that up. And then another thing that I saw right here is if you see this tab right here where it says home, that's called the meta description. Okay, this is basically the very first descriptor, if that's even a word really, to tell Google what your site is about. So instead of putting home on there, I would put installation contractor in Woodridge right away. And doing that is probably going to bump you up at least to page 3, if not page 2, potentially even page 1, just depending on other factors that you put in. But that's going to make a huge difference. Okay, I did a search for you. Obviously, you're number 1 here in the maps, which is fantastic. That's some really valuable real estate. But like I said, you're not here on the first page of organic listings, which is huge too. I mean, you're missing out on some really valuable potential leads coming through just from being on page 1. So if you just make that change where you change that from home to installation contractor Woodridge or spray foam insulation, whatever the case may be, but that's going to jump you up several positions. Okay. One other thing that I noticed too is I know that your base is in Woodridge. Okay, Woodridge has generally it's a good sized population, but it's a little bit on the lighter end, right? When I do things, when I target specific geographical areas, I like populations of at least 50,000 to start off with. Not that you're not getting any traffic off of this, but it's certainly not a day-to-day lead kind of that you're seeing coming through. So 50, 75, even 100,000, if you can expand into those areas, right? And get listings there, then that's going to help you out tremendously. You're definitely going to see a bump in the amount of calls you get, in the amount of leads you get, and potential clients. So definitely expand into other markets. I want to show you. Remember when I was telling you that this isn't beefy enough that you want to put on more content? Okay, here's what I mean. This is actually one of a site that I'm working on now, and they do tree removal service, and they're based in Elgin. Okay, so if you do a search for tree removal Elgin, this is the site that I'm working on right now. All Seasons Tree Service of Elgin. It usually actually hovers between spot number 1 and spot number 2. Okay, right now it's spot number 2. No big deal. I'm definitely getting a lot of traffic from this site. But let me show you what I mean about content. Right. So this is a site right here. As you can see, I talk about tree removal in Elgin, right? And it's got content on there, right? I talk about the different services, tree doctor, tree pruning, removal, stump grinding, all that stuff, reasons why you should hire us. But then I go on, right? And I talk a little bit about their story. I talk about how to select the right tree service company, the benefits of tree trimming, okay? Emergency tree removal, because that's part of what they do, stump grinding, things like that. Even testimonials and stuff. So it's just, again, Google is like a broker, okay? They're really brokering search queries with the content on your site. And the more content that you can put on there, the more things you're going to show up for, the more keywords you're going to show up for. And that's definitely what you want, right? Here's a tool that I use. It's called Majestic, okay? And it basically tells me how authoritative your website is, okay? And it really just gives me a good comparison when I'm creating a site for myself, and then I'm comparing it to my competition, right? I want to know what I'm up against, right? And you've got this is a trust flow. It basically says how authoritative your website is. Okay, you basically have a trust flow of 0. So Google isn't giving you a lot of a lot of push, right? And that's what you want. You want them to really view your site as an authoritative site, and that'll get you higher in the search engine results, right? You've got one backlink. If you're not sure what that is, basically a backlink is like a vote of confidence to your site. The more backlinks you can get, the higher your search results are going to be. That's basically what it is in a nutshell, right? Here's my website. Mark, if you're interested in just talking about this further, if you're interested about generating more leads for your website, right, and if you need some help on how to create more content for your site so you can kind of beef it up, or you can expand to other geographical areas, I'm happy to give you some ideas. We can jump on the phone and talk about different strategies or whatnot. Happy to do that. You can do that through a few different ways, through my website here on the one-on-one consultation, or through the message that I'm about to send you. But I am happy to discuss, and we can connect at a further time and talk about how to get your business moving and growing. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate the time. Talk to you soon. Bye.